This is officially the last workout of the hybrid build.
You're making me nervous now.
If you want to get the most out of this next year, you have to commit to something physically hard. You need that in this next year. Woo! It worked for that one. What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video. Today is a big day. It's a big video. This is the last episode of the hybrid build. We are now transitioning into the hybrid cut. It is a few weeks early, and we'll explain why throughout this video. So let's go. You know, what I love about running is the solitude it provides, that it creates. I can't find it anywhere else. And what I love about strength training is the intensity that it creates, that it provides. I can't find that anywhere else. That's why I do both. But what I found throughout this build, that as I've gained more weight, running has obviously become harder. There's a larger effort I have to put forth to hold roughly the same paces as I was running, 7 months ago. What I found with this is that as effort increases, you lose some of the solitude. It's been a choice to gain, but it's part of the process. If you want to get the most out of this next year, you have to sign up. You have to commit to something physically hard, something physically challenging that is relatively hard for you. That might be your first 5K, that might be your first 100-mile ultra. And here's the reason. If you commit to something physically hard, you not only will be challenged physically, you will be challenged mentally. Your discipline, your consistency, your commitment, those things will be challenged. You will have to overcome physical and mental obstacles and barriers to succeed. You need that in this next year. I've committed to two things in 2023. The first one is in May. It is the bodybuilding physique show. And the second is an ultra marathon in September. Those are the two things that I will be committing to, that I will be pushing myself towards, both physically and mentally. I will be more disciplined, I will be stronger, I will be more resilient after these two physically hard challenges. You need that in this next year if you want to get the most out of these 365 days. 5555 North Lamar. First time we forgot that last 5 and we almost didn't make our appointment. So today we're going to get body fat tested. It is December 27th, 2022. This will be the third DEXA scan that we've done for the hybrid build so far. So we'll see how thick and heavy I'm sitting. Oh, holy shit! We're down, baby! We're down! Making my way to body spec, walking around. Dun, 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 dun. Here we are. I know I put some weight on. I know I put some body fat on. I'm hoping that we put some muscle on in the process. We're about to find out.
Oh, hey, yeah, see you on Instagram, huh?
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you bet. Tried your new product, too.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah, you bet.
Thanks for it, man.
That's you.
This is Yoli. Let's do it.
I'm gonna have you scoot up a bit for me, and split the difference. Go back down just a tiny bit. All right. I'm gonna have you bring your legs just a bit closer. Great. And I want you to tuck your elbows into your sides. I want you to scoot over to your left just a tiny bit. I want you to keep scooting. You know what? Your arms are just a bit too big to fit in our window. Move over to the left a bit because your shoulders are a bit too broad here. Okay, great. And I'm gonna have you keep your shoulders like that, tucked in. I want you to bring your arms off of your legs. Oh, it's so close. That's real tough. Bring your arms a bit closer.
Feel pretty tense.
Okay, I want you to scoot over to your left. Sorry, I want to be real precise here.
Yep.
Now I want you to split the difference back.
Must have put on some size since the last
Yeah.
one.
Great, and I want you to bring your right arm over. Bring your left, don't move your arm, but just bring your hand off of your leg. Perfect. All right, I think we're gonna fit here. I also want you to separate your feet. Don't let them touch. Awesome. I'm gonna have you hold that position for about 10 or so minutes.
All right. This was a good scan. So last month we had total mass of 225.6. Today 228.1. Last month total body fat percentage was 13.9. Today is 14. Small increase in total body fat. Fat tissue last month was 31.4. Today was 31.9. Lean tissue last month was 185.8. Today was 188 pounds. And bone mineral content last month was 8.4. Today was 8.2. So I'm pretty happy with those results. We had a small increase in total mass, nothing too significant. Honestly, I'm really happy with the pace at which we are gaining. Small increase in body fat percentage, but a nice increase in lean body tissue. Great scan, great results for a really solid month, previous month of training. Yeah, for sure, man.
Name's Joe.
Joe, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I've been following you on the hybrid build pretty recently, about the past month.
Oh, thanks, Andy. We're actually filming an episode of it today.
Yeah, I figured. I heard it. I'm like, no way in hell is that
I
Nick.
know, you're like, what?
Yeah, we actually came to do DEXA scans because
Yeah.
I saw you guys come here. And
Oh,
I was like,
sweet.
oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can I get a photo?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Appreciate it.
Good luck with everything. Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks for the support.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, good one.
Nick, can I actually get a photo as well?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't want to.
No, absolutely.
You got it.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
of course. Okay, here you go.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Thank
man.
you so much.
We'll see you next month.
Absolutely. Yeah. See you next month.
Thanks, guys. Great scan. It was a great scan. Happy with that. During a build, during a bulk, what you don't want to happen, or at least what I don't want to happen, is gain a significant amount of body fat, which means once the cut starts, we're gonna have to shed that body fat either way. So maintaining a caloric surplus, which facilitates building muscle, putting on size, but also we know there's a correlation of putting on some body fat along with that build. But to minimize the amount of body fat you're gaining, but maximize the amount of lean tissue or muscle you're building, that's the goal. That's what we did over the last month.
Why are you not bleeding? But he's never not bled.
Maybe I'm dry. Wanna try this arm? I'm getting a little thicker now.
Yeah, you are a little bigger than what you was.
It's harder to find those veins. Gotta get a pump. Can we hit some bicep curls real quick?
Oh my freaking God.
There's nothing in there.
Nick, what did you do? Maybe you shouldn't have rolled the bicycle. You making me nervous now. I don't get nervous. I draw blood too much to become nervous. 1, 2, 3. Third time's a charm.
Yeah.
Boy, look at life. It does me well.
To be honest, my left arm never bleeds.
Why did you give me that arm? Just to see? You wanted to give me a challenge for this morning? I cannot believe that.
Month number 3 of our blood test. We're doing awesome.
Yeah.
Truly blood, sweat, and tears in this whole series.
Literally. You almost made me sweat for real because I've never stuck you twice. Congratulations, Rob.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You are so welcome. See you in the next 4 weeks.
See you in a month. All right, guys. Blood work is complete. I should have the results in a few days. So we will pivot right now to the blood results. So as you guys know, every month through the hybrid build, we have been doing blood work and DEXA scan. And we're gonna be doing the same test during the hybrid cut. As I've stated previously, I'm not using exogenous hormones, TRT, PEDs, steroids, prohormones, any of that stuff. And we're doing the blood work to show it. So this was from December 2022 using altalabtest.com. IGF-1, 219, DHEA sulfate, 191, estradiol, 30, free testosterone, 69.8 picograms per milliliter, which is 6.98 nanograms per deciliter. FSH 3.0, LH 2.8, prolactin, 6.3, sex hormone binding globulin, 51. This is the only reading that I had on the scale that was high. The range is 10 to 50. Mine was 51. Total testosterone, 492 nanograms per deciliter. Dihydrotestosterone, 41. And that is the results for the last blood testing of the hybrid build. So now to discuss the topic of this video, the title of the video. I am ending the hybrid build 7 weeks early. Initially, the plan was to build until March 1st and then start the cut, but I'm starting the cut 7 weeks early for a few reasons. One, the show that we've decided to do is now at the end of May. You know, before we had this loose timeline of we're gonna find a show in June or July. Well, the show that we found that we wanted to do is at the end of May. And that means we had to backwards plan and put a plan in place, which now gives us about 19 weeks of dieting for this bodybuilding show to lose as much body fat as possible, maintain as much muscle mass as naturally possible, and to get around 6% body fat. That is the goal. So that's the first reason we're starting it early. The second reason, which also supports the first reason, kind of, is that you guys know I love running. I love to run. I love to run for the physical adaptation, but even more importantly, I would say is the mental clarity and the solitude that running provides me. And as I've put on more weight, especially coming off of this Buffalo, New York marathon, and with that weight gain and this build has obviously come with an increase in body fat, and just carrying more body weight and body fat has made running more challenging, more difficult. There's a larger effort I put out during these runs now that I'm heavier than I did when I was lighter. That's pretty obvious and expected. But this larger effort and being more challenging is not providing me that same level of mental clarity and solitude that I love and enjoy. And I miss that, to be honest. I miss going on these longer runs and these faster runs and just feeling like I'm floating, and the mental clarity and the solitude that it provides me. I miss that. I need that for me. And I'm looking forward to that again as we start this diet, as my running mileage weekly increases, my body fat decreases. It's going to be a lot more fun again. So those are the main two reasons. We moved the show to the end of May. I want to run more and I want to run easier again. And honestly, the third reason is I just feel like doing it. We just launched this brand campaign called Prove Yourself Right. People are committing to challenges. They're putting plans in place. They're training for half marathons and full marathons and ultras. And I'm seeing these people put the work in, and I'm a little jealous. I'm like, I'm ready for a prep. I want to hop into a prep. I love being in a prep. When I'm in a prep for either an ultra or a race, triathlon, marathon, now this bodybuilding show, I thrive in that. I love it. I love the pressure. I love the discipline. I love the commitment. I'm looking forward to it. So the hybrid build, it's over. The hybrid cut, it's beginning. It's time to get shredded. So today we are going for 335 pounds on the bench. This is officially the last workout of the hybrid build. And then tomorrow we dive into the cut. The changes that I'm making to training, to be honest, nothing's changing. Initially with my strength training. With cardio, I'm increasing running mileage every week, and we'll talk about that in the first episode of the cut. You know, tomorrow the only thing that's gonna change with the plan is daily caloric intake decreases. So we'll pull back probably about 500 calories a day from my current maintenance. And then throughout the cut, we'll increase that running mileage and we'll decrease caloric intake. So we'll see how 335 feels. I need to get my feet under me a little bit more. We're gonna go for 350 right here.
Yep.
Woo! 350, baby! I worked for that one. So I like doing 2 different exercises for cable flies, or just flies in general. So I did 3 sets of cable flies, and now I'm doing 3 sets of machine flies. One thing I do want to mention is that as I go into this cut, I will also be training for an ultra marathon. So in September, I am doing a last man standing race, which is a 4.1 mile loop, and you have 1 hour to complete that loop. So say for example, I do 4.1 miles in 42 minutes. I then have 18 minutes to rest until the next loop starts. And you go every hour on the hour as long as possible until there's 1 man last standing, 1 man or woman. So that's the race that I have in September. And as I'm dieting down for this bodybuilding show and increasing running mileage, I will also be building my aerobic base for this ultra. Okay, moving on from chest into triceps. We'll do 3 movements. We'll do rope, cable push down, we'll do body weight dips, and then we'll do a skull crusher to wrap it up. One thing I have noticed, the deeper I get into this build, especially right now, with training volume being pretty high, and especially the intensity and type of weights that I'm using, heavier loads while training, is I've been tighter in different parts of my body. Specifically, shoulders, chest is always pretty tight, quads, hamstrings, glutes. That has made running more difficult, and then the additional 40-ish pounds that I've gained since the Buffalo, New York Marathon. So I am excited to actually get lighter and run faster through this cut and into the ultra.